We're looking for redemption in two ways today. One is within the bench press. Don't know why I have these. I don't need them yet. But one is for the bench press and one is for yesterday. So in terms of the bench press, if you don't remember, I went for 455 and we failed that. That was at the end of last block, and I swore that I would get revenge. 9 weeks later, here we are. Technically 10 because we had a deload week before we started this past block. And then just redemption in terms of literally yesterday. You know what I mean? We did not walk away with the numbers that we wanted. Accomplish the bigger picture, like the overall goal of just being able to squat heavy without any pain. So now we can really train to get back to our prime past that, 600 plus, without having to worry. You know what I'm saying? But our little sub goals of 585 or even just a post-injury PR all went to shit because I got in my head. So redemption was just walking away with something today. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's where we're at. And as for the disguise, I'm not usually a hat guy. You know what I'm saying? But it's just kind of one of those things where after I failed the 585 yesterday, I felt a lot of shame, embarrassment, amongst other things. So I kind of just came, let me move this down a little bit. I kind of just came wanting to hide from everybody because I don't want people pointing and laughing, being like, oh, that's the guy that failed 585. You suck. Go yourself. You know, I didn't want any of that because I'm trying to hit some serious weight today, and I don't need all those jokesters getting in my head. So I kind of just got the hoodie on, not because I'm trying to be edgy or cool. Not that divinity doesn't help with that, but it's just kind of like, if I were to walk out of here, no hat, nothing, and people were able to recognize me as the 585 guy, and I get flamed, that's gonna get in the way of lifting heavy. So that felt really fucking good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's only 330 pounds, but I can already feel just like the work of 9 weeks and the taper week really affecting this bench session. Because even as I would warm up, holy fuck. When I got to around 315 to mid 300 range, it still feel kind of like heavy, you know what I mean? At that point, I still feel a little bit stiff, a little bit tight, all that shit, you know? But like, that was like speed, you know what I mean? I'm talking like that Sonic type speed, you know? Like, you're too slow. So, that's really good. I think we're gonna do, because 405 is the last warm up before we get on the 450. This was 330. I think we're gonna do like a 365, 370, jump up to that, then jump up to 405 for the last warm up. So we're gonna come back and check in when we get on that 405. Took a little yapping break. I think just long enough though. I don't feel like we're cooled down or anything. But we have on the last weight before attempting 450. This is 405. So regardless of how we feel, we're gonna pit 450 on the bar, you know, like even if we don't get it, even if it feels like even if this feels like shit and I feel like 450 is not in the cards for us, we're gonna go for it anyways, and I'll count that as a small win, just for the sake of just like, we at least attempted it, you know what I mean? It's better than yesterday where we didn't even attempt it because we were just too pussy. Sometimes life's just about the little wins, and little wins equate to big fucking wins, bro. That's a W for Win and Whalen. It's my last name. That was quick. That was a speedy rep. You know what I mean? Like, searching through the memory vault and going to the memory of how 405 felt during the warm-up when we were attempting for 455 last time, it definitely moved quicker. Like, that was quick. I picked that up. I felt comfortable, all that shit. So there is no reason why we shouldn't hit 455 today. And also, I have these just in case, because after last block when we fucking failed the shit out of a lot of stuff and yesterday failing, I'm not walking away with any failed shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have to sacrifice who I am and use fucking elbow wraps and become one of those, I don't even want to say them by name, we will do that. I'm walking out of here with a fucking PR. Something. Ladies and gentlemen, the promised time has gone from being today to now, as we have 455 pounds on the bar. Gonna give myself my own lift off just in case we don't get it. I have an excuse. But shouldn't have to worry about that, right? All glory to God. I prayed to him before I came in and hit this. We not only had 9 weeks of a lot of sweat, maybe some blood, but not for bench, more specifically the deadlifts. I don't think I cried, so no tears, but a lot of work went into getting that revenge, and we got it. And especially after just, you know, fucking getting in our head, you know what I mean? And just literally yesterday being our own worst enemy to just today believing in ourselves and, you know, just, you know, just having God with me today. I love it, man. I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy about that.